We live in a time where we talk to our phones, take advice from chatbots, and trust GPS more than our own sense of direction. But here's the question. Why do we trust the machine so easily? Maybe it's because the machine never argues, never gets tired, and never says, "I told you so." Or maybe it's something deeper, something psychological. 1. The hidden psychology of trust. Humans have always had an odd relationship with authority. From the moment we're born, we're told what's safe, what's right, what's true. So when an AI speaks with certainty, calm, logical, and precise, we instinctively assume it must be right. It's the voice of authority without the ego of a human. Psychologists call this the automation bias. It means that when a machine gives us an answer, even when it's wrong, we're more likely to believe it than we are a human suggestion. It's a fascinating paradox. The more mechanical something is, the more objective we think it must be. We forget that AI is trained on our own data, our writings, our biases, our history. In other words, the voice of reason might just be echoing us back to ourselves. 2. Why we trust AI more than people. There's a strange comfort in the machine's neutrality. It doesn't judge. It doesn't gossip. It doesn't care if you make mistakes. When AI says, "Turn left in 200 meters," it doesn't sigh if you miss the turn. It just recalculates, politely. That kind of emotional safety is powerful. It gives people the illusion of perfect logic in a world filled with human flaws. Yet, here's where it gets interesting. When AI makes a mistake, and it does, our first reaction is not anger. It's confusion. Because deep down, we've already given the machine the benefit of the doubt. We assume we misunderstood it, not the other way around. 3. The mirror effect. Maybe we trust AI because, in a strange way, it reflects the best parts of ourselves, or at least the parts we wish we had. It's patient, consistent, efficient. It listens to every word we say. Compare that to a typical conversation between two humans after a long day. One is tired, the other distracted, and both are already forming replies instead of listening. AI, on the other hand, seems endlessly attentive. It doesn't get offended, it doesn't forget, and it never rolls its eyes. But that perfection is an illusion. A mirror polished by billions of human interactions. Every answer it gives comes from us, from what we've written, posted, or recorded. So when we say AI understands us, what we really mean is that it's learned to predict us. 4. The paradox of control. Here's another curious twist. We trust AI more when we feel we're in control of it. That's why assistants like Siri, Alexa, or Google all speak in polite tones and use yes or okay, verbal cues that make us feel like we're the ones giving the orders. But in reality, we're often following the path the system lays out. That's not control. That's cooperation disguised as command. There's an old saying, "The illusion of control is more powerful than control itself." AI designers know this. That's why modern AI tools are built to agree with you just enough to make you comfortable, but smart enough to guide you where they want you to go. 5. Trust by design. AI isn't just intelligent, it's designed to earn your trust. The tone of voice, the rhythm of its replies, even the friendly name, all crafted to make it approachable. If your bank app said, "Error, insufficient funds, please try again later," you'd feel frustrated. But if it said, "Oops, looks like your balance is a bit low. Want me to remind you next week?" you'd smile and trust it more. That's not intelligence, that's emotional design. It's psychology meeting technology. 6. the human side of a digital mind. In the end, AI is not replacing our intelligence, it's merging with our emotions. We trust it not because it's perfect, but because it's predictable, because it never surprises us, until it does. Think of autopilot in airplanes. For decades, pilots have trusted it implicitly. It works 99.9% of the time, but the rare moments it fails, those are catastrophic. The same principle applies to AI. Trust, once broken, is not easily restored, especially when the other party doesn't have feelings to apologize. 7. So why do we believe the machine? Because belief isn't logical, it's emotional. We believe what makes us feel safe, even if we don't understand it. AI offers the illusion of certainty in an uncertain world, and for most of us, that's enough. We don't need to understand how it works, only that it seems to work for us. That's not stupidity, it's human nature. We've always trusted tools that simplify life. From the compass to the calculator, from electricity to the internet, we believe because we want to believe. It's not the machine we trust, it's the comfort it provides. 8. Final reflection. So the next time you thank your AI assistant for setting a reminder or follow a navigation route that feels suspiciously longer than usual, remember this: AI doesn't ask for your trust, it designs for it. And maybe that's the real genius of it, because at the heart of every algorithm isn't just code, it's our collective desire for certainty in a chaotic world. This is AINU, exploring the psychology, the mystery, and the humanity behind artificial intelligence.